Have you ever stood on a battlefield, long after the cannons have fallen silent? Not the kind you see in movies, with heroes and villains, but a real one. The air is thick, not with smoke, but with silence. A heavy, deafening silence that tells a story far more profound than any victory parade. The story is simple. In war, there are no true survivors. We often talk about war in terms of winners and losers, of territory gained and enemies defeated. We count the fallen, erect monuments, and tell tales of bravery. But what about the ones who come home? The ones who carry the battlefield within them, long after they've taken off the uniform? They might be physically alive, but a part of them, the part that knew peace, the part that saw the world without a filter of loss and trauma, often remains behind. A casualty just as real as any other. Think about it. A soldier is trained to see the world in black and white. Us versus them. But the human heart is not a switch you can just turn on and off. The experiences, the things they see, the impossible choices they have to make, they don't just disappear when the peace treaty is signed. They become ghosts that haunt quiet moments, specters that rise in the dead of night. This is the unseen wound of war, the post-traumatic stress that reshapes a person's entire reality. It's a war that continues raging inside long after the world has moved on. And it's not just the soldiers. What about the families waiting at home? The parents who lose a child, the children who grow up without a parent, the partners who welcome back a stranger wearing a familiar face. Their lives are also forever altered. The joy is tinged with sorrow, the future forever marked by a past they cannot escape. They live in the shadow of the conflict, fighting their own silent battles against grief and loss. Their peace was also a casualty of the conflict. Then there are the civilians, caught in the crossfire, the ones whose homes become front lines, whose neighborhoods become rubble. They lose everything: their homes, their sense of safety, their neighbors, their history. They are the forgotten victims, their stories often reduced to statistics. For them, survival is a daily struggle, a constant reminder of what was taken. Even if they escape the physical danger, the fear and uncertainty are etched into their souls. Can we truly say they've survived when their entire world has been shattered? This is the deeper truth of conflict. War is not a glorious adventure. It's a machine that consumes humanity. It devours innocence, peace, and the very essence of what makes us who we are. It leaves behind a landscape of broken bodies, broken minds, and broken hearts. On this battlefield, everyone loses something. The soldier loses his peace, the family loses its wholeness, and the civilian loses their world. So, when we hear the phrase, "No man's alive in this war," it's not just a poetic line. It's a stark reminder that the cost of conflict is absolute. It challenges us to look beyond the flags and the headlines, to see the human price that is paid by every single person it touches. It reminds us that the only true victory is the one where the war is never fought at all. Thank you for watching and taking the time to reflect on this with me. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more thoughtful content. Stay safe and always choose peace.